Holy shit, I'm bad at this game, but I'm so sick at this game.
Even if Zach loses this match ultimately, I think he's won my heart just doing hitless Soul Tyrant with like the bare friggin' minimum to get to here.
I think I'm gonna world record better than 4 seconds.
Yes! Yes! Stop being like this. Is that a glitch?
Nice.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh, that's it. That's it.
Let's go! We got record today, boys.
This is crazy.
This is the bingo match of the tournament.
No other square on the board even matters.
This is losable for both of them.
Oh my god!
I can't believe it! I cannot believe it!
What did we...
This did
match
not
of the
just
tournament.
happen.
Feeling good. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Locked in.
That's the other team. Sorry. I'm doing good. We got this.
That's right.
We can't hear OJ. They
Now
can't
you
hear
can,
you.
now you can. You see, I clicked the button that made it so you can hear my mic, so now it's perfectly audible.
Okay.
Welcome in, everyone. I'll do this again real quick. We got Jungle Drums on the left, Rhino Feeder Tremin, how they could hear you. We don't have to say it again.
We're doing good.
Yep, we're feeling
Awesome.
good. Yep, you all heard us.
You know, every good bingo match has a little bit of scuff to, like, get it started, you know?
Yeah, but we had that already.
Okay,
Come
well,
on,
there's a little more.
You'll learn one day.
Mm-hmm. Shade Summoners, how we feeling? Excited?
Binky.
Binky indeed. All right.
Bingy.
Bingy.
Jeez.
Bingy.
All right, so this is an elimination match. After this, there will be 4 teams left in the tournament. How does everybody feel about their chances today? Anybody want to talk about it? Or are you just ready to get in?
Wait, we top 5?
You are top 5.
I'm ready to get
top
into
6,
it.
top 5, top... No, it is top 5. We're top 5. Wait, what?
Yeah.
We joined because of a meme.
You were top 5
You got
seed, too.
this. You got this, guys.
You put in a great run, some really good matches. I'm really excited to see where you go with this one. Potential other matches, we'll have to see. With that, I guess time to move to VCs. Get ready, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move you over. You guys know the rules. You can reveal immediately.
Good luck, Shade Summoners.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Good luck, Jungle Drummers.
All right, and while we're doing that, I can
drums.
introduce my co-caster, Alyssa. You all know Alyssa if you've watched any bingo. How are you feeling, Alyssa?
I'm excited for this match. Hopefully it will be a good one.
Who is Alyssa? I don't know, but you're Palm.
That's true. I'm also Palm.
I'm Spartacus. All right, we have a
Music
ready
is-
from these guys. Oh, is it too loud? Tiny bit loud? All good. Fixing.
Okay.
And we're waiting on summoners.
summoners.
No hive. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that is pretty tragic. Let me go check on that. I'll go check on them.
And my IRL stuff is set, so we're good. That
Okay,
is true, Levon. I
they're
don't think it's led.
They'll be ready in a few seconds.
In a few seconds. They're taking their time. It's okay.
Dive and hive do rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want me to count down?
I got him. 10,
Okay, perfect.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, and bingo goes now. We get a good look at our delay. 1, 2, 3, about 4 seconds. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. All right, so real quick, I know you're salivating to talk about this board, but I'm going to talk about the rules real quick in case we have anyone new here. So lockout is very simple. There's a 5x5 grid on the board. I'm actually going to put the command in chat too. Any 5 in a row wins the game automatically. You can also win by majority, but only if you have blocked every other possible line for your opponent. And that's it. Once one person gets a goal, or one team gets a goal, the other team can no longer get that goal. And that's all I have to say about that. So, Alyssa, how are we feeling about this board?
I like this board when I saw it. It doesn't seem like it seems kind of interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of dive goals kind of like around. So if you go dive, it's not like the worst, but there's advantages to multiple different pathings.
That
like
is
there's advantages to getting Dream Nail early. There's advantages to skipping Dream Nail.
Welcome in Homothity, by the way. Dive is not the strat by a bingo expert.
Dive is not the strat by a
Unfortunately,
bingo expert.
well, it does depend on the board. Sometimes it's very much the play.
Oh yeah.
One thing I could say, dive could be pretty good if you're going for row 5.
Yeah, row 5 has 3 dive goals. 5 grubs in City of Tears. Fluke Hermit is a dive goal, and dive, of course. The one thing I'm concerned about is if you're doing row 5, then you lose to column 1. Most likely, there's a chance.
Yep. Column 1 scary. Nosk, Deep Nest, Queen Stag, King Station. Getting Dream Nail and Queens plus King Station is kind of hard, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's pretty hard. But that's why it's kind of rough if one team goes dive, because then if the team that goes lantern gets both of those, that's pretty unfortunate.
Yep. This is going to be an interesting start. I don't know what to play. Ooh, 1 HP off the bat in Gome Cycle Room. That's unfortunate.
Okay. Okay, Moch. But yeah, I would like to see. I think I really like dive, but not kind of after C dash, kind of coming back later and getting some of the easy dive goals.
I really like a later dive play, especially if like you go get wraiths or something. Now it's just a 3-second trip. Okay, not quite. That's not remotely true. Now I think about it.
Or Shade Soul. Shade Soul probably more likely.
Shade Soul's a much better play because it's right there.
Yeah.
Both teams are going to buy the stag. No surprise here at all. The real question is, are we going to see a false night kill?
That is the question.
Mm-hmm. Welcome in, Marcus.
I think Tremon would probably be more comfortable with like a dive route. As a brain, I've been watching a few practice matches.
Mm-hmm. I've seen.
And they seem pretty strong with that, but I don't necessarily. I think they get really punished on column 1, if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. You have to be ready to counter that. No eyes. I do have to say, I think between the two hands, Rhino is probably the faster one.
Yeah, Rhino definitely has the hand advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But Moch is one of the more crafty brains, so I think the brain advantage goes to Shade Summoners.
I mean, Moch said it earlier, or was it Locke? One of them said it. They kind of joined as a meme because we were getting really close to starting the tournament. We're like, hey, any last teams who want in? Time to go. And they immediately paired up.
I was like, Moch, you're gonna brain, because I think Locke was like, does someone brain for me? And I was like, tag Moch multiple times.
And they joined this tournament, and now they're top 5. Moch especially has been doing a ton of bingo.
I mean, I think they do less lockout and more like 3 lines and like meme categories, meme lockouts. They brained me in a hand brain last Friday, and it was fun. We somehow ended up in Godhome.
Somehow ended up in Godhome?
Yes, that happened. But yeah, that's kind of Moch as a brain. They like they have no problem going with the most cursed line ever.
Curse lines are kind of good. People don't talk about it because it's like, oh, I don't want to do defeat Kalozo or whatever.
Yeah.
But if the rest of the line works, now it's a really good line and no one wants to touch it.
Well, they like to go for lines that have like multiple like crazy things on them. Like I think like column 4 is a very Moch column. It has defeat Kalozote and Collector.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of angles to go. Okay. Okay, Rhino and Tremin definitely fought False Knight.
Yes, they did. What other synergy we got on this board? Lostkin and Have Two Pale Ore go really well together.
That's true. Lostkin, Two Pale Ore. There's a lot of Deep Nest goals on the board.
Yep.
Deep Nest Stag, Nosk.
Thank you for the follow, Rusty.
I think it's because they're both like next to each other.
I hope you enjoy your bingo.
Oh, Nosk, Two Pale Ore synergy. Nosk,
yep.
Lostkin.
I definitely like the Lostkin or better than Nosk. I mean, I hate Nosk. I'm extremely biased against Nosk. Wow. So Jungle Drums fought False Knight. They're really not that far behind at all.
Yeah, I think Rhino is showing their experience more.
What did I miss? Why do Shade Summoners have 100 extra Geo?
I don't think
did they just hit a bunch of
extra
rocks? That's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, they got 50 from both
2 boulders. All right, never mind. I've played this game before, in case you guys are curious.
Okay. Both teams are going to want to probably kill Vengefly King because defeat Kalozo is on the board, and they don't want to lock themselves out of that goal. So I'll be kind of looking for that. And we'll see if Shade Summoner kills Moss Knights. 2 to get that extra Geo. Yeah, this is really unfortunate for Shade Summoners. Missing that Fireball skip. Look at that. Okay. Got me on Puko.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, I want to see how far, like, because Moch also, one thing to note is they know that they have that Rhino is faster than Locke. Like they are aware of like the difference in speed, and like Moch will play around that. That's what makes him such a good brain.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you really can press your advantage if you're that much faster and you see a line and you just go for it. But if the other team is ready for that, they could just take a really weird play and just block.
Yeah,
I've seen it happen before. Yeah. Both teams will kill VFK here, no surprise, but VFK plus Massive Moss Charger and defeat Kalozo both on the board.
Also, there's a few reasons to buy Green Pass Stag. There is Shape of Un, which is kind of an easy goal after like C dash, and also Thorns of Agony, Boulder Shell, Spore Shroom, also not a bad get.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good play. Well, I think it's a good play. If you have better use for that Geo, use it, but
Okay. Well, Jungle Drum wants a lot of money.
that is surprising. Honestly, if you're going dive route, don't you usually not go super hard on money?
I mean, you don't need to because you have the 200 Geo from Pulse Knight.
True, and then you get all
Let's
the
see.
rewards after Soul Master too. You get the chest and the seal.
You
that are
also
free.
don't need to buy Lantern, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for you would need to buy Lantern if you go for row 5 because No Eyes is a dream boss that requires Lantern.
And it's Hornet time for both opponents. Jungle Drums have caught up despite their killing False Knight. In fact, they might be a little ahead given delay. Okay. Oh my god. Both teams. Oh god. Don't do that to me.
Yeah, they know.
Rhino
both
was
give me a heart
pixels
attack.
away from death. Oh god. Alright. On to Fungal. Not even close, by the way. 100%.
Okay, so we'll see if anyone decides to bench like either.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, we're going for a true ending shade skip.
TE Shade Skip to Dreamnail Elder Who. I kind of like this play. We're worried
Yeah.
about column 1. After this, I don't know
Well,
about
they bought
dive.
Green Pass Tag, so usually if you know you're going true ending shade skip, if you buy Green Pass Tag, you can bench Green Pass Tag and then just stack to Crossroads after getting dash. So I wonder if this was
that
kind
is
of like
true.
a
This is just
A
this is
last minute
exactly
thing.
what it looks like in TE, where you dash across the False Knight arena.
I wonder if they plan on doing this or if this is kind of a last minute.
I'm not sure. I don't think this is like a dive route thing, you know?
Yeah,
I
it's
do like the
definitely
play.
not a dive route thing. It's definitely a getting Dreamnail. Like they fought False Knight. And Bulk is actually apparently very familiar with the trending shade skip. They said it was easier for them than the regular shade skip.
That is not true by any means, but I like the enthusiasm, I guess.
Yeah, Locke is like, I got so used to doing it. That's what they said in some practice matches.
The original Shade Skip, or the main one, I guess, is much simpler. Missing an E-Pogo. What is this setup? Missing it again. Oh, this time adds up so fast. Nails it third try.
Okay, got it.
And oh, what a save! I thought they were gonna.
And he
fuck
got
it.
the true
Nope.
ending shade skip.
That was
Excellent. So
probably
both
not
of
even
them
close.
getting their skips.
Yeah, that was really clean. Good Mantis Pogo. God, this game looks so flashy and cool. I love all these skips. I never get sick of how cool Hollow Knight is after all this time.
Yeah. So I'm thinking potentially that Jungle Drums wanted all the extra money because they're going to go and buy King Station after getting Dreamnail.
Yep. That makes sense. Yeah, that would explain why they skipped Shaman Stone.
Yeah.
They're still going to be low Geo, aren't they? No, they're not low. We're good.
Oh, yeah.
They got like 40 to spare.
There's a couple advantages to getting also for true ending shade skip because potentially after getting queens, they can go and get Elder Who, which is a Dreamnail goal. And that's kind of on the way to Claw.
That's why you do this play. Honestly, you don't
That
go
is why you
TE
do
Shade
true
Skip
ending.
unless Dreamnail is like in the middle of the board, unless you can get this Elder Who synergy. And if Zero is on the board, that's just better.
So I think when they get Dreamnail, Moch is going to know that they true ending shade skipped most likely.
Honestly, they might not know that because they're pretty
Well,
close.
the thing is, I don't think they're gonna think that Jungle Drums killed False Knight, but I think they're going to think that they true ending shade skipped. But I don't think they're gonna think that they killed False Knight. But
I think they'll
don't
know
know.
TE shade skip when Elder Who is marked. That's for sure.
That is. I definitely agree with that.
I think that right now it's like, okay, they're just getting to Queen Stag. They had some mess ups and some kind of rough early game, so they could definitely see him. Oh, they just got Dream Nail. That works.
Yeah, I kind of they're gonna go down and they're going to buy kings. This is a fun play. I like this.
Mm-hmm. Ba-dum-bum.
That Dream Nail is also in just like a really good like corner spot.
Mhm.
It blocks a lot of like potentially scary lines.
Yeah, I really like sell out for Dream Nail, get Elder Who on the way, and then go do dive route, and just cover all your
Yeah.
bases.
Well, they'll probably get queens first, most likely.
It might be. I think we might actually have a race for the Stags.
King queens.
I think this is kind of greedy, to be honest, from Jungle Drums. Trying to get away with
I don't
all of
think it
this.
I think they will. I think the thing is they're gonna have to get queens before they fight Elder Who if they want to get that goal.
That is true.
Well, the thing now is Mocha is probably in no rush to get Dream Nail.
This brings you back to Salubra. I think you're better off stagging the Crossroads, but...
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, I guess they're
They
surrendering
did
it.
not bench at. I know they didn't bench at. Okay, they're gonna have to kill ogres now for sure to get money for queens
Oh, yeah.
because they're gonna be a little bit short.
I mean, you have to kill it anyways. Honestly, this might not even be like a specific King Station, Queen Station play. You could honestly just chalk this up to, what was I gonna say? Getting King Station while you're there. Well, I guess if you get Resting Grounds, it's the same speed. No, this is great. Kinda.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
Let's see. I think so. Like at least Moch will know that they don't have to get Dream Nail and they can kind of just rush for kings.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that goal is really not all that important anymore without the line. I guess row 2 is still pretty good, huh? Well, Elder Who's getting blocked.
Two, and I mean column 1 is still very dangerous. Like what's left on that is just like Nosk, No Eyes,
Mm-hmm. Wow,
and you
this is
know the other team is getting Dream Nail. So
crazy geo-routing, trying to make this work.
yeah, like they're now they'll be able to get enough now if they kill ogres.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if they win this race. You have to bench Leg Eater
don't- Yeah, they have the bench Leg Eater.
and go there first.
I don't think they win it.
I don't think so either. You gotta kill the ogres. Yeah, it's not...
You have to kill the ogres.
Whatever. I like it, honestly, the early game aggression from effectively both teams.
Yes, I do like it too. They're gonna book it.
I mean, it's not like having Queen Station Stag is really gonna hurt them. This play doesn't hurt Jungle Drums at all if they get sniped, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's see if they. Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, Shade Summoners has a bit more delay
Mhm.
than. Yeah, that's kind of what we expected. I like going for it because now you just have queens, and now you also have the option to just climb up to city after getting claw, and you don't have to worry about going and getting queens.
It's like slightly suboptimal, maybe, but it's really not that
No,
much
actually,
slower.
if you're going dive, then if you're going to left side city, then I don't think it's suboptimal, but if you're not, then that would definitely be not great. Because if you go left, if you want to go to like say use City Crest, it's closer to Claw, so you don't want to have to quit back out to Leg Eater.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why normally if you're planning on going left side city and you bench Leg Eater, you always get Queen Station first.
All right. Well, here we have Elder Who. This box, also has a reputation, especially in speed runs, for doing exactly what it's doing to Rhino right now. Give the pancakes attack over and over again, so you can't attack and you just lose tons of time. Rhino's doing what he's supposed to as well, though. Hitting a lot of doubles. You actually, I've been told you don't want to nail cancel on this boss because it makes him teleport more. He actually got really lucky. He hasn't had a teleport in forever. And wow, he's dead. Pretty good auto who, all things considered.
Nice, yeah. I do like well, I like how they prioritize getting Queen Station first, because Queen's Kings is a goal, and they know the other team probably doesn't have Dream now.
100%. This was
Most likely.
really good routing. 2-1.
Yeah, it's been good routing. Well, I mean, they're using the speed advantage well.
If Moch sees Elder Humark, I wouldn't be surprised to see Dive. I think I would be. They've prepped all the Geo for Lantern.
Yeah, what does C-Dash get them, though? It gets
Well, Heavy Blow, Steady Body, Middle Square.
that is true. They will get the free middle square. They will get a middle square. They can go for like Shape of Un. They have priority going for Lost Kin, most likely. Well, actually, not really.
Kind of. Getting
They don't have Dream
C-Dash.
now.
I didn't set it up, Shade. I kind of forgot. It's a little late now. There's a lot going on early game, or before the match, rather.
Oh, so we're gonna see Mantis Lords from Jungle Drums.
Are they on the board and I missed it? Oh,
Long
Nail
Nail Market Pride. Market Pride is a reward you get from defeating the Mantis Lords.
Yes.
And Long Nail you can buy at Salubra.
That is correct. And Shade Summoners, skipping Howling Wraiths, actually, and going for Massive Moss Treasure first.
I like that.
It's interesting.
I mean, it's yeah, I mean, I think they're trying to take advantage of the fact that their opponent did True Ending Shade Skip, and they kind of know what they're doing with the Elder Who.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just trying to get a few goals on the board. So they can get this, and they can get Howling Race.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like this a bit better, to be honest.
I guess
But
Howling
maybe,
Wraiths is
yeah.
a really long walk out. It might be faster to do Moss Treasure and then Wraith. Yeah, this is definitely the play, actually.
Yeah. You know, no, I think that's definitely faster.
Yeah, this is cooking.
Yeah, Moch is cooking. Okay, that's not.
So what else do we really have for C-Dash goals? We don't have a lot on this board at all.
Shape of Un is definitely a C-Dash goal.
And then
let's see
4
what
Mimics. Lost Kin.
4 Mimics, for sure.
This is not a C-Dash board. Like, it helps. Obviously, everyone knows C-Dash is fast. Oh, Collector, true. These are goals that nobody wants to do anyways.
Oh, they're climbing up, and they are. Wait, no, they're getting the rewards.
Yeah.
I want to see if they climb up to City Crest, if they go through Lost City, or if they're gonna just go through, take Kings.
I wonder, honestly. I really don't know. Wraiths marked. I like this early game battle. I like this a lot better
I
than
really like
locking
this.
into pure progression and then being behind.
Yeah, it's definitely been an interesting match. That's why I like this board. I was like-
At first, you looked at this board, you said, the board is fine, and then they didn't know what
No,
to
I
think.
didn't want to give anything away. I just was like, we normally, I
You
think
see,
normally the approach is
I guess you did a really
re-roll
good job.
boards.
I couldn't tell if you were giving anything away or not, or where you
No, I just
thought the
wanted to
board
be
was
like,
fine.
it's not progression all in a row.
I really like this board. I like.
Yeah, no, that's why I think you were like, oh, I might reroll it. I was like, no, it's a good board. Like you were considering re-rolling it just because there's potential that people saw it early, but then we just realized they didn't, so
yeah.
it was fine.
I like
Not because-
CG2 and No Eyes,
yeah.
and Nas, Gloskin, Collector. I like my bosses a lot. Good evening, Tigran.
Okay. So we have jungle drums. I am not sure what they're doing now. Oh, Moloch. They're gonna just kill Moloch.
This is not on the board.
False Night Brooding Moloch is on the board.
This is completely on the board.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we have,
I'm doing my best.
It's okay.
Honestly, they could have just killed Moloch because they know they could have caught up early game. I mean, you can either
Okay,
run
they're
away with
gonna-
that time, but
I kind of like this. They're going and gonna kill a mimic and just get Spore Shroom.
yep, pretty good play. 3-3.
Yeah, I bet Moch is really confused now.
Really clean Moloch, by the way.
Yes.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah. Yeah, Escorial, I think Moch is doing mimics into peaks, yeah.
Ooh, Shade Summoners are actually Shamaned at the moment. It's interesting.
You have Jungle Drums. I think they're gonna go and buy Long Nail, maybe City Body.
Definitely Longnail. After this,
Okay.
though, do you think you go work on progression goals, like
I think-
dive?
I think you go into Crystal Peaks. I think that's good because Heavy Blow City Body does require Shopkeeper's Key, and that is on the board. Okay, so now they actually have to go and get money for Lantern because they have not.
Well, they go get money for
Okay,
Lantern,
they
or they
probably
go
have
to
a lot of money
dive.
on them, but they need to go and get.
They need to get their
Well, I guess
peak
they could
entry.
go dive.
I kind of like dive here
Yeah.
better, actually. I mean, obviously, I can see that Shade Summoners haven't gone dive, so it's an easy call for me. But now you have priority in all these dive goals because you have dive.
Yeah, no, I don't hate dive here now at this point. I think the only thing that would be nice is Heavy Blow City Body, just getting that center square.
I mean, at this
But they've
point,
already-
both teams, I guess, aren't really trying for it, which is kind of crazy. But you might assume that the other team is just about to do it at every moment.
Well, I mean, everyone's been kind of active on the board.
Mhm.
Like, Moch knows that they just did False Night Brooding Moloch.
True.
That means they are not in Crystal Peaks. We're no longer in the tournament. We're still in the tournament. Let's go.
Shaman, because they're Shaman, and I said that Shade Summoners, yeah. Yeah, they didn't buy Steady Body. I was going to note that too.
Yeah.
It probably just means they're running back after peaks.
Wait, they didn't buy Long Nail?
Out. Jungle Drums? I guess not.
Okay, missing left side rafters.
Pogax, Pog.
Oh, Mojiga lock up Fogax. Nice.
All right. So I guess this is the tell. Are we going to see Lantern or are we going to see Dive?
They're getting a lot of relics. And I think money on this board isn't super strong. I mean, there are some goals that require money, but...
That is true. Well, I guess it's Lantern for
Jungle
Jungle Drums.
Drums quitting out.
I don't think it's a bad play.
I mean, it's fine. They can just go back and get it later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. There's a potential that a team quits out after Shopkeeper's Key. Because that's all you actually need from Crystal Peaks to get Heavy Blow.
Mm-hmm. If you're selling out
But let's
for
see
it,
how much they value the what?
if you're selling out specifically to get like Heavy Blow Steady Body, it's not a bad
Yes.
play because this would give them huge priority on the top left, bottom right diagonal.
Yeah.
I mean, kinda.
Beat Hollows.
Yeah, and then
Let's see
Dive
if,
is definitely middle ground here.
Is Shade Summoners the one who bought Steady Body? Or was that Team Jungle Drums?
Jungle Drums bought Steady Body.
Okay. So I think Moch is probably going to take care of that since they have the money after this.
Jungle Drums are 50 geo short for getting into peaks. Never forget
Yeah,
the
they're
toll.
gonna have to grind a bit of geo. I think that'll give time for Lock with Pen to get heavy blow steady body, even if the other team quits out.
Yeah. This is just one of
They're-
those unfortunate bingo moments where you immediately commit to a goal that requires buying something and get sniped.
I mean, to be fair, steady body is like 120 geo. It's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm. It does suck that they're losing this time getting into peak with it, but I definitely like as far as board position goes for the current goals, I like Jungle Drums better. Not just because they have one more goal, but they actually have like lines that they can work with based on their goal placement.
Let's see. Well, I mean, to be fair, Chase Summers has the diagonal.
Oh, you're right.
They just don't have Dream now.
Mm-hmm. They don't have dive either for Give Flower to Elderbug. That's such a commitment if they were to go for
See
it.
if they're going for dive. I think we're gonna either see dive or wings here.
I think either is a valid play.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be dive. Well, actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second, I don't know.
And dive. Interesting. I think this is probably the better play than wings.
I agree. There's a lot of dive goals on this board, and the dive goals on this board are also easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I guess Fluke Hermit is debatably easy, but Desolate Dive, 5 grubs and COT, Give Flower to Elderbug with the Crossroads not infected.
Mm-hmm.
All pretty easy goals.
Jungle Drums were kind of behind, but wow, did Rhino just fly through peak. I mean, they skipped Shopkeeper Key, which is always fast, but that was just really clean.
I really like this play from Block now. I think this actually, I like after them deciding to get dive. Get the grub. Yes, yeah, they rescued the grub. Thought it was Saber Grub. I kind of like the Shade Summoner's position more.
Mm-hmm.
He could have bought an Elegant Key though, but to be fair, that is not on the board. And for all they know, the other team could be just behind them.
Yep.
So I kind of understand it.
The one bad thing about dive on this board, and I guess it's up to interpretation whether it's bad or not, but you are telegraphing it immediately because Desolate Dive marks.
Yeah.
Your opponents are going to know what you have and what you're going for when you get it.
Yeah, they're gonna, when they mark dive, the other team is gonna be like, oh, they've been holed up in they're holed up in Sanctum for the next like 3 minutes.
Is this?
Let's get any goal we want right now, or get a head start on any goal without worrying about getting sniped.
Oh,
Oh my
Jungle
gosh,
Drums
please,
are doing
please
Balder Shell, Thorns of Agony.
please heal. Oh gosh.
But they're fine. This
Yeah,
is
they're fine.
Soul Master. Once you get through Hell Room, the danger's gone. Not cursing it, I swear. They'll be fine. See, boss is going awesome. I kind of like this play from Jungle Drums.
Yeah, they're currently getting Boulder Shell part of the. Oh, they're gonna get Boulder Shell and they're gonna go into Lifelet Heart or Joni's Blessing.
Yep, Joni's Blessing, and then you can also go get Thorns of Agony, and directly after that go get No Eyes. This is like a big synergy play. This looks like something
Yeah.
I would do from forever ago. Mind you, I'm not very good at bingo, but at points, I'm very good at bingo. So, you know.
Yep. I actually, as a player, I love Steady Body for Lifelet for Joni's Blessing because those things always knock me off.
I've never once equipped Steady Body. I never will.
I have used it because I am bad, and it really helped me.
It just, I feel like it would mess with my brain.
That's fair. It's the only reason I got Fluke Nest in that 1-3 lines.
Mm-hmm. So, Dive is marked. Jungle Drums know what's coming, and I think at this point you kind of have to be pretty happy with your decision making here. You're not
Yeah.
happy to see it marked, obviously, but knowing that you're not going to get sniped on this like 4-goal play.
Yeah. I think unfortunately, the Shade Summoners put in a lot of work into. Well, I guess they got the Mimic too, but did Jungle Drums get the Mimic? In Team Nest?
They did not get the Mimic.
Okay, they're probably gonna get it now. They got Boulder Shell. They are really low on money though.
Yeah. That is going to be a bit of a problem. They can get the Palor kind of early, right? Is Elder Who 150?
Elder Hood is 100.
Elder Who's 100.
If they kill No Eyes, then they will have enough essence for a Palor.
Yeah, she's 250. Okay, we're good. I was doing my math horribly. I can't count to 300, apparently.
They're I think Jungle Gems like definitely is making the right decision, going and getting some faster goals. Like they're gonna get No Eyes and they're gonna get Thorns of Agony, and they're gonna very little chance they're gonna get sniped on at least No Eyes because they know the other team where the other team is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there is a chance that they just don't do No Eyes here, but we'll find out now. No Eyes. Let's go. I love being right.
I would have been very surprised if they did not do No Eyes. Because this is right there. It gets them towards 2 goals.
Mm-hmm. Simple key for...
If they'll get Dreamgate. There's no reason to get Dreamgate on this board, but...
Yes, that is true.
It's a possibility.
Why are we getting a simple key?
Simple key...
Oh, Fluke Hermit.
Probably...
Yeah,
yeah, Fluke Hermit, yeah.
I scanned so hard to try and find the Waterways goal and couldn't.
Nice. I think at this point, well, I guess they just marked off Lifeblood Heart Journey's Blessing. So they kind of know where the other team is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now they're going to go and grab those Thorns of Agony.
Can they snipe this? Or are they going to No Eyes first, Shade Summoners?
Well, they don't have Dream Nail, so
probably
it'd
Thorns.
be very, very hard to snipe No Eyes. I think it's definitely Thorns of Agony, Boulder Shell. I think this is a good play.
They might win the...
They already have part of it prep. They already have Sports Room.
Yep, exactly. So they might win this. Especially if No Eyes is consistently herself. And they have to get the essence too. This is rough. You don't want to get sniped here. Not when you're behind them progression type goals.
This is why I like the Tremon's pathing, because they went for kind of 3 goals
2 HP
at once, and so if they get sniped on one of them, it's kind of okay. Because when they were getting Boulder Shell, they also went and did Lifeblood Heart, Joni's Blessing.
Oh god, 1 HP for Team Jungle Drums in this No Eyes fight. It has not been nice. This is just gonna eat time too. No! Oh god, that's so bad.
To be fair, they have no geo loss because they only had 63 geo. So it's not really the worst. It's just more...
Oh, but they're eating time loss and they need all of it. Are they going for Sports Room first?
I think that's the play.
Now we have
a
race.
They're gonna miss it, though.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be close. Not that close. Oh wow, this is just tragic for the Jungle Drums. Oh god, it's gonna be so close.
Oh wait, yeah.
But they're getting sniped. Jungle Drums still have 2 rooms, and it's sniped. Wow.
Nice. That's crazy. Okay, now the other Jungle Drums has to do No Eyes. Okay, and I think Shade Summoners is going for Dream Nail.
Yep. I'd like to see No Eyes, Lostkin have 2 Palor from Jungle Drums here, or I'm really scared about their position. Yeah, that was a really bad death. I mean, No Eyes is never cooperative.
I think it would have been a bit better if they had gotten Sports Room, but because they didn't, that was unfortunate. It could have helped them out if they gotten Sports Room.
Yep.
Yeah, I do think now we'll see Dreamnail. What reasons is there to get? So there's Soul Tyrant, Lost Kin, and No Eyes. Is there any? Oh, and Flowered Elderbug also.
Yep, and have 2 Palor.
Yeah, I think No Eyes is a very important goal for Jungle Gems right now.
Yeah, it's
It
probably the
blocks
most important
like
goal
2
on the
lines
board.
that are very scary.
At this point, this is actually the territory where you start worrying about column 4.
Well, will Roach send Locke into defeat Kalos out with no equipment? Unlikely, but I guess it's not out there. It's probably a bit out there. Well, actually, they could just get nil too.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are getting 2 Palor anyway.
I don't even know what to say. I'm trying not to say anything because I'm really worried I'm gonna curse this No Eyes fight. This is a stressful one with low equipment.
Let's just focus on Moach getting Dreamnail and not on the terrible fight that is No Eyes.
But that's
Oh, I
boring
hate that.
though.
That's fair, but No Eyes always gives me anxiety watching someone try to. Okay, they kill it.
Yeah.
It's on the board.
Yeah.
Marked.
Pretty good fight. Shade Summoners, what do you do here? No Eyes marked.
I might go and get.
Probably Lostkin, right?
I think Lostkin is definitely the play.
Yep.
Then you still have column 4 pressure.
Okay. Jungle Drums also
I think-
appear to be heading towards Lostkin. I like prioritizing this over the Palor first.
I think Jungle Drums. Well, actually, probably not.
For what?
I guess the other team knows. I guess Jungle Drums should know that they have the priority on Pale Ore just because they have 300 essence already on the board.
And Shade Summoners just marked Baldur's Spore Shroom.
Oh, they're both getting Ismas.
Oh, are they both going for it? Ooh, clean right side.
But yeah, Jungle Gems will definitely get this.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this is interesting. Warp immediately for Un.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised by this.
Wow, and their
Like,
bench is
Shape
still
of
a
Un
green
is,
path. That's kind of cooking.
No, I like Shape of Un here. It's kind of a fast goal. And I guess the only other thing that Ismas is kind of useful for is kind of just pathing.
Mm-hmm. Shade Summoners get the early control. Not warping out. So this is potentially Lostkin. Nope.
No, they're gonna warp out. Oh, this is gonna be rough. They're both at green. Well, they're already at Green Pass Side. Okay.
Going to Resting Grounds
Resting
with Isma's
Grounds.
tier. Okay. You know what? Let them cook.
Maybe they're worried about column 2.
It's weird that they get Ismos and immediately pivot without it being marked, honestly.
I'm not sure. I think maybe they're worried about column 2. I don't know.
I mean,
Also,
yeah, but
I think
then...
they might have realized that they want to do Flower to Elderberg before getting wings so that their crossroads aren't infected. Because if they get wings, Flower to Elderbug becomes like from an easy task to a very hard one.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily that hard, but way more annoying.
Well, this... Oh, that is true, actually. That's probably... That's a reason. Where are Jungle Drums headed? Nosk, I guess?
Oh, row 4 also. Yeah, that's true. Good call from Tigran. I think that's actually really fair.
I mean, maybe. I think it's just a huge time sink right now on a board that I guess it's mostly majority. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, but this I think blocks both of their remaining lines. And it's not that slow of a goal. And I think this is potentially showing that they want to get wings next. Because yeah, I think infected crossroads just makes this task not fun.
All this deep nest synergy for jungle drums though. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Did
So
they
right now we yeah.
Sorry, did they cash in on their Paylor? The jungle drums?
I don't think so. I don't think they've talked to Seer yet, unless I missed it.
I
been a
definitely
lot
could
going
have
on.
missed it, but
Okay. VS Shaman Nosk.
yep, this fight is not fun with the Shaman at all. Expert damage tank.
Use race and getting dive. I did not remember.
They did not. They do have the essence. 100 from Elder Who, 250 from. Is No Eyes 150 or 250?
No Eyes is 200.
200? Okay, then they did have the essence.
Yeah. This is the only dive goal I am okay with them getting for now. Because I think this just blocks most of their lines and they don't have to worry about like their opponent suddenly getting dive.
I guess that's the last block you need for all lines for jungle drums.
Yeah. It blocks column 2 and row 4. So let's see. They're going.
They didn't pick up No Eyes essence?
You have to. What?
Sorry, Alpha is saying they didn't pick up.
Oh, they didn't pick up No Eyes essence. Oh, I missed that.
Oh, okay. Oh, what are Shade Summoners doing now?
I'm a fan of always picking up essence. Unless it's like the last goal.
I like that play, honestly, Gory.
I wonder if Red does lost can base and pillar now. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Why are they going?
I don't know. Nosk is not an easy fight.
Well, they have dreams.
What?
They have King Station. They could have just gone from Dreamnail for Resting Grounds.
Yeah. Anyways, this is a rough boss. You can't hit him while he's in the ceiling if you don't have wings or wraiths or shriek. You just have to play him like this and go for doubles and hope he doesn't do that stupid attack. And the arena is terrible.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really long fight.
And the
but
boss
it's gonna get them 2 goals at least.
It's Nosk plus 2 Paylor, but they only have 1 right now.
They only have 1. They didn't get the essence. Yeah.
And I think there's a good chance
I think I wrote in my guide always pick up essence because there's always that time you need the extra money or.
Yeah, I definitely would have liked this play so much more if they'd already gotten the No Eyes essence.
Yeah, I agree.
Jungle Drums have been playing really well. That No Eyes play, that death was unfortunate, and the series of events that followed were unfortunate. I missed it. Did Shade Summoners already pick up the Paylor? Or they skip it for now?
I don't think so. I think they skipped it for now, but I've been kind of focused on this awful Nosk fight.
I've also been focused on this awful Nosk fight. Yeah, this is definitely a board where I think damage would have been pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, actually, Shade Summoners has race, which is actually pretty decent for this fight. You can kind of do damage while he's in the ceiling.
Absolutely, yes. Alright. It's got to be close to over, right? It feels like it's been 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
This fight is a marathon. And it's over.
Nice.
GG.
They'll probably grab the Paylor.
It is not quite a majority board. Shade Summoners still have 1 line open. Taking some damage on Broken Vessel. Down to 2 HP, 3 for the heal. With all 3 spells, this is pretty...
They're probably going to go to Deepness. No, they're probably going up and killing the Mimics? Oh, wait, no, they're going to Deep Nest
They're
Stag.
doing Deep Nest Stag, yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if they save Zote here. I say you have to skip it, right?
Yeah, I would skip Zote. That's just such a... Hopefully doesn't come to that goal.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you need the money, which they don't really need the money. Well, actually, they do need the money for Deep Nest Stag, which is 250 Geo, so...
They'll kill some Devouts. They'll be fine. Probably. Is it? Yeah, it is 250.
Yeah, no, it's kind of rough. This is pretty rough.
I mean, Devouts drop like 40 each or something. Plus the small things. They'll get there.
Fortunately, 6 Devouts is not on the board. Okay, so they got wings. They're gonna go... Okay, so Moch is getting wings, and they're immediately going and gonna get the Mimics. Because that is a goal.
I think this is a good play. No Lostkin is a little surprising, honestly. I would rather get Lostkin and the Palor than get the 1 Mimic Skull. Especially since Lostkin is in a line. I think this is a bit of a misplay here. I guess CG2 as well, so it's 2 goals and 2 goals.
Oh, that is true. Do they get Hidden Station?
I don't... No.
I think part of the thing is they don't have any damage for Lostkin, so that fight's going to be a while, and they could miss out on some of the faster goals by just kind of prioritizing them.
One of the other really big things that's kind of killed Jungle Drums is they have spent... Wow, both teams have spent the exact same amount of Geo. That's weird. But Jungle Drums have been struggling for Geo this entire time. They're constantly killing weird things and hitting odd rocks to just get to the Geo total they need for the next goal.
Yeah, it's crazy because they fought Mantisaurs.
Yeah, they had like... I don't think they've done a second Subtle M, have they?
No. I think that would solve probably most of their Geo problems.
Yeah. Well, Deep Nest Stag any minute, assuming they don't fall. Don't fall, please. And after this, I guess, what, Lostkin? 2 Palor?
Yeah, I'd like to see Lostkin from both teams.
This is kind of rough.
Once they see CG2 mark, they might feel reluctant to go for Lostkin.
Queen Station.
They'll know the other team already has a Sag. What do you say?
I was confused rather at Queen Station. Because the only thing I see here is Collector.
And yeah, Love Key.
No Eyes Essence. Okay.
That makes sense.
It could be one of these things. I definitely don't like the Love Key play right now. With this much left, we need to get as much synergy as possible.
Going back and getting the Essence. Always just pick up the Essence. Because even if you don't use it, you can still get like 1300 Geo pretty easily. Like, because you get 500 Geo from the seal that Sierra will give you, and then 800 Geo from the idol in Glade.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 goals for Jungle Drums. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 goals for Shade Summoners. Wow. I mean, Summoners have priority. Why are we getting this Palor?
No. They get the other Palor?
No, they didn't.
This Palor is so cursed.
With wings, it's not horrid.
Because it's not as cursed.
It's not as cursed, but with Lostkin on the board and the Palor, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand it.
A bit of a misplay, in my opinion. Well, they did go up for No Eyes Essence, which means they're going to go get the Palor. And then they'll probably get the one from On the Way to Kings, or On the Way to Lostkin.
Yeah.
Which they'll get faster than Shade Summoners. Unless Shade Summoners already have it and we missed it. That's the one thing. Wow, this is one hell of a big
they
match.
have 2 Palor from... They have a Palor from Nosk.
Or, you're right! So that's just locked in.
Yeah.
They might have accidentally duped No Eyes for some reason, Alpha, but they didn't claim it a second time. We're good. I don't know
didn't
how
get
you dupe it.
PG2. Okay. I'm confused by this.
Confused by what?
They did not do CG2. Oh wait, they did do CG2. I missed it. Okay.
Yeah, they marked it.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm just trolling.
Jungle Drums are headed. Where are we headed?
I think they're headed to Loskin.
I said Jungle Drums.
Oh, I think they're headed towards Dive or
Honestly,
Shade Soul, which they cannot afford. So
Dive is kind of cooking. I could be wrong. I know Soul Tyrant's a marathon at this point, but Soul Tyrant plus 5 City of Tears grubs. Well, your opponents are probably finishing up Lostkin.
I think though that if they mark Soul Tyrant, the other team is going to be like, okay, I guess I should cash in my 5 grubs and COT goal.
Probably. It depends on the order you do the grubs, honestly. I don't think they got Hut Grub or the one right of King Station.
Yeah, but those, like, if you know that they just said Soul Tyrant, then you know where they are. You know they aren't close to, like... Well, I guess they could...
They could have done it first, yes.
They could have done it first.
Yeah.
Did they do it first?
No.
No. But...
Alright, Lostkin! Boss fights. I love boss fights. This isn't really all that low equipment, and Lostkin is one of those bosses where once you get the flow of the boss fight, you can kind of get it down pretty quick.
Yeah, I think VS Shaman Lostkin is kind of expected at this point in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
This is Quado's favorite fight.
Mm-hmm. For good reason. It's really fun. And this is being played really well by Locke. Lots of doubles. I mean, it's going to be a longer fight, but it's not nearly as long as low equipment Soul Tyrant.
Yeah.
Zach would love this board. And the way that it's
Zach
being
would
played.
love this board. Zach would be in heaven.
Alright, 2 HP on Lostkin. Stagger coming soon, though, so probably a heal. Yep. Oh. I think he's still probably fine. 1 HP. I'm eating my words. A little close. Saving soul for the stagger to heal. And there it is. That should be fine. Jungle Drum is fighting Soul Master. Not quite as interesting. Lostkin should be dead any minute.
Yeah. They do have Wraith. They could be using that.
Shut up. Wraith's Lostkin sucks. Anyways, it's marked.
Nice.
Alright, so let me do another count. 3, 6, 9, 10 for Shade Summoners. 3, 6, 9, 10 for Jungle Drums. Shade Summoners, it's going to matter what they decide to do right now. It's looking like grubs.
Yeah, I think that's the play.
Yeah, there's no other reason to head to Edge. Unless they're doing Kalozo, which they are not, I promise.
So I have to look at the counter again.
They have 4, so all they need is Hot Grub and they're done.
Yeah, I meant the counter of how many goals they need to win.
They need 3.
They both need 3.
Yep. This is such a crazy board.
So what are so I think that the Shade Summoners thinks their 3 goals are 5 grubs and COT, Fluke Hermit, and Soul Tyrant.
Yep. If they go Soul Tyrant
But
first,
unfortunately, Soul Tyrant is about to be killed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't rescued the grub. Okay, they're gonna go rescue the grub near.
They're a Spire Grub. It's the last
Spider
one they
grub.
need.
Yeah.
Yep.
Collect
Sultar
your city
clean so
grubs.
far.
Asgore, like you're right. Collect your city grubs.
That could have been such a play. It won't be. For those of you who are not in the know, collector grubs apparently count towards city grubs, and I guess they should. But most people don't get them for collecting the 5 city tier grubs because it's really slow. But this is a board and a position where it would actually be OP. It's a play that's never been done in bingo. And this is a bingo sync thing. This wasn't like I decided it would be cool. I promise.
Yeah.
It's a little quirk, and we just said to leave it
It
there.
applies for both teams. Okay.
It does. It would be quite annoying to lose because you don't know.
Okay, so it's 11 to 10. I think Soul Tyrant is smart enough from Jungle Drums because they can't let them have all the dive goals at this point.
Exactly. And it looks like Shade Summoners are probably headed there. They're either headed there to Fluke Hermit. Nope, Soul Tyrant. So they're probably going to get sniped here. By the way, I think this is also a hitless fight from Jungle Drums. Could be wrong. It's been really clean.
Nice. I feel like when we started this fight, the other team was doing Lost Kin.
Oh, taking a hit. That is true. Really clean dodges. Okay, so he did take a couple hits. And Shade Summoners are starting the fight. They will not catch up. If Jungle Drums die, it would be tragic. And it's over.
Okay.
And marked.
Probably expect to see an immediate quit out from Shade Summers. There's no reason for them to continue this fight.
Yep. And now we
Unless they
have.
don't see it.
I imagine Shade Summoners rush off to go finish Fluke Hermit, and Jungle Drums go do Collector, and now we have a race for Carlos out for the finale. Holy shit.
Yes, that's also what I expect. So the damage people have is the Shade Summoners has race.
Yep.
And that is it. I think probably the play here would be to get an yell upgrade.
For Collector?
No, actually for Collector and for defeat Call of Zote.
That is true.
Not for Fluke Hermit.
Not for Fluke Hermit,
Yeah.
probably not.
Yeah, because this is kind of what I expected was they see Soul Tyrant marked, and now they are like, okay, time to cash in on Fluke Hermit.
Yep. This is gonna be nuts. Oh god.
Fluke Hermit to nail 2. Palm is like winnable. That's funny. Oh wait, you're right.
Jungle Drums don't have enough. Well, I don't know what relics they have. Could they potentially
Shade
get nail
Summers
3?
says, though, Shade Summers is going for Fluke Hermit.
Well, yeah. And I guess that is a follow through to you just walk up and get nail upgrades.
Oh, Shade Summoners also got the pale ore from because they I don't think they didn't pick up the Lost Kin essence, but they did get that pale ore in Crystal Peaks.
Oh. Okay. That is true.
So they do have a pale ore.
Jungle Drums have to make the right call here, which is skip Fluke Hermit. Doing this on nail upgrades.
I think if they were going to go for Fluke Hermit, we would have saw them bench at the City Storms.
Well, they're going for the key.
Don't do the key. No, this is the key of death.
They'll be fine. They have soul. Okay. Oh, that's such a smart play.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone do that. They are going to get sniped on Fluke Hermit, though.
Yeah, I think that going for that is a misplay because the other team. No, okay, they need to bench.
They might be full rush mode.
I mean, they get sniped in the school, then the other team's bench is in Sanctum. Their hard save is in.
Yep. And that's, I mean, at that point, you're only coming back if the other team dies. And Shade Summoners are going to walk up. Oh, wait, actually, this is Fluke Hermit. Marked.
Okay.
Do they warp or do they get nail upgrades?
I think Nail Upgrade is the play, personally, because
I do too.
I don't want to do Collector or Colozo without...
Collector's fine with rates. It honestly is. You get a ridiculous amount of damage in. And dive, you can clear the board with whatever. Hollows suck. And jungle drums know that they're sniped. What do they do? Exit and collector, I guess. Everyone knows it's a collector race at this point.
Yeah. Five, 10, 12.
Oh,
my
please
God.
don't. Not in the second pass through. Okay.
This is why you always get the key on the way down. You don't take like 30 damage.
I don't think that's the key's fault, really. I think it was a bad play to go for the key, but getting it when they did was fine. Because they were planning on just going straight for it. Distant Village. Is this faster?
I think so.
I think it is. Maybe. Well, either way, we're gonna have to see what happens. Shade Summoners are down to 2 HP. They do have Ismas.
Both teams have Ismas. I wonder how comfortable Locke is with Collector on this equipment, because this is not going to be a trivial fight.
It really won't be. I mean, it would be so much harder for Jungle Drums with just VS Shaman. But, I guess it's time. Jungle Drums getting hit, and they're going for Kalo's out, so they're not even going to snipe the right one, unfortunately. I mean, Cyclone, at the same time, it's a 50-50. Like, you don't know what Jungle Drums have been doing. They could have been doing Collector. They could have been doing Defeat Kalozo. You just got to pick one, and it goes for both sides. Like, you can read into it as much as you want, but...
Ripping for both is good. I feel like gotta do Collector first, or maybe it's a 50-50. Yeah.
Wait, are Shade Summoners also going for Kalozo?
I think they're just prepping both. I think, as maybe Quado was saying.
Okay. Wow. Well, then I guess we might have a race.
I think it's one of them. I think both of them are like, I don't want to, or I think at least Mocha is kind of thinking, I don't want to see the other goal marked and then have no progress towards the other one, because I don't know what they've been doing.
Yep. This is a pretty good play. I mean... Wow. I mean, I don't know what to say. This is going to be a rough one for... How do I put this? This is going to be a hard loss for whichever team loses, no matter which way you look at it.
Yeah. It's sad because the team that loses is out of the tournament.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I will just say real quick, after this, I am not going to be streaming any longer tonight. I have other plans, but I mean, I will keep you guys updated with more bingo matches, and I have some other Hollow Knight streams this week.
I think, okay, so the Jungle Drums is definitely going towards Zote.
I mean, this is
He
the way to get
calls
to
it.
Kahlo as well. Or,
Yay, no equipment. Call.
Sorry. No
No
equipment
equipment
Kahlo. I meant to say
one.
collector, but, obviously,
Both of those
they don't
are
have key.
awful.
What do you think Shade Summoners go for first?
The most gets nailed to after freeing Zote because my new favorite brain. Well, they should have gotten it after Fluke Hermit. Then. What was that last song?
Shade Summoners on their way. And now's the real tell. Which one are they going for? Collector is faster. Kahlo Zote is safer, potentially. No, Palm.
They have prepped both. At least they have money now from getting dive.
Yep. Here we go. I'm so tense to see what Shade Summoners pick. Taking one hit off the bat. Not great. And they're heading for the Kahlo.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
This is crazy.
Holy shit.
I think Jungle Gems has a real chance now.
I mean, they still have to go get Love Key.
Well, to be fair, I just think that I don't know how comfortable Locke is with, I guess, getting Love Key. I guess it's fair, but
I mean, it's an errand. And it gives Locke, like, multiple tries of Collector with better equipment. It's... I mean, I
Yeah.
can't pick a team to win right now. I have to say probably Shade Summoners because they're closer on both goals, technically.
yeah. And they have more damage, but
Mhm.
I think Jungle Drums is probably, like, Rhino's probably better at the low equipment boss fights
Yes.
and more comfortable with it, too. Kahlo's one via Shaman.
Mm-hmm. Dive saves some time on this. I mean, better equipment saves time, but
Oh, you
Jungle
do have
Drum's been
dive,
going for 2
actually.
minutes. Yep. I don't know what to say. I think Primal Aspids suck.
Yeah, I think if Shade Summoner, if Jungle Drums could have afforded it, getting like Shade Soul before Soul Tyrant would have definitely saved time.
Yep. Interesting to see a board with this many bosses, where almost every boss is almost assuredly going to be fought, and neither team got like any real damage. The best we got is Wraiths.
It's the only damage on the board.
Yep. I mean, a lot of bingo
Suicide
people I've
Star.
talked to have said damage is bait. That's just how it is.
I
Maybe
think
they're
that's
right.
debatable. Damage keeps people from dying because of being in fights for less time
Mm-hmm.
and helps you do more goals. I think damage can be bait, but I don't think it's bait for Call of Zote and Collector.
I definitely don't think it is bait for Kahlo 1.
Yeah.
Collector, I could see it. If you're really good at Collector, which,
Yeah, if
I
you
mean,
run Elegy, then maybe, yeah. But even Elegy has, like, D-Dark.
because it's fast there, because it's next to the grub.
Yeah, Palm, I agree. Damage is not bait here. Nail 2 here would be amazing, yeah. They were right next to it and they had 3,000 geo. That's so sad. Question, do they get hard saved if they go up from the Fluke Hermit? I don't think so.
No, you don't get hard saved unless you go to the bottom left. Also, No Eyes was the
Yeah.
pivotal fight of the race. Yep, 100% Mothity.
Yeah.
Could you imagine what this would look like if they hadn't died to No Eyes?
Be different. It was funny because
Death from Shade Summoners. I mean, it's not going to matter,
Yeah.
really. Unless they immediately pivot to Collector, which I think they probably will do, honestly. At this point, if it hasn't been marked. Let's see. Nope, back in.
I think what's it called? What was I gonna say? I brained Rhino in a hand brain, one of the first ones coming back after not playing for a bit. And they also died to No Eyes in that too. So yeah, I think that's when they're that's kind of just a shitty boss.
Yep. Listen, Hollow Knight has some of the best bosses in video games. It's like my top 5 is littered with Hollow Knight bosses. It also has some really shitty ones.
It also has No Eyes.
It has No Eyes. It has Elder Who.
Elder Who, yeah, I think those
Fluke
are.
Marm.
I think I would. Yeah, I think I would take so many bosses over Elder Who and No Eyes.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna be crazy.
I feel like at this point, though, they should know the other team isn't going for Collector.
Yep.
Because it's just been so long since anyone's marked anything.
Yep.
So I think just going and trying to get as many tries as possible with Collector.
Oh my
would
god,
have been
please,
good.
Rhino, don't. My heart stopped. Okay.
Okay.
Holy shit. This has been so hard to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And still died to the hardest boss in the game. Oh, that's true. Yeah, they could die to Zote.
It doesn't look like it.
Props to Rhino. That fight is not easy.
Absolutely not. Low equipment Koala 1 is ridiculous. And Zote is getting bullied. It's definitely ending 13-12. I have to agree
Yeah.
with that statement. And Shade Summoner
I
should
think it
see it
will
any
end
minute.
13-12. That is definitely true.
And the warp. And now it's up to Shade Summoners to go kill Collector before Jungle Drums
Yeah.
goes, grabs the key, comes back, and then kills him. I would like to see Jungle Drums go out through the Collector shortcut. And it looks like they are. Yep, another notch, which I guess they can use somewhere.
Another Charm Notch.
Mm-hmm.
They can equip Steady Body.
If it's me, I equip Thorns, or I
I
equip
guess that's true.
probably Sports Room more than that. I genuinely don't think Collector of this equipment is that bad. Wraiths is just
yeah, I guess
really
I'm
good.
just used to like Kara dying on repeat
Wow.
to Collector.
Wow.
With... No, I remember it was the Middle
Strays
Spear ones and
fired.
she died to it for like an hour. That was mad.
Well, we'll have to see. It's gonna take skill to close it out, no matter what team you are. Going in 4 HP. Do we see Wraiths?
I don't think I remember them casting Wraith.
Not a single time. They have not used Wraiths a single time this tournament.
They
Not,
forgot.
well,
Yeah,
I don't
they
know about
forgot.
tournament. If you don't use Wraiths, this fight sucks.
Race only Collector.
3 HP.
This is
First
definitely a
stagger.
boss you can die on repeat too.
Absolutely. I've seen it happen a million times. I would guess, actually, with their equipment and this board, there's no other boss that they would struggle with more with this equipment that can possibly come up in Bingo.
I agree. Yeah, no, I agree.
Mhm.
Field champion maybe.
Failed champion, maybe. I don't know. This
yeah,
is
I think
clean
field
so
champion
far.
would come close.
3 HP.
It's gonna take so long.
I would have to say, realistically, for Jungle Drums to win, they need Shade Summoners to die at least twice. And right now, I mean, they're not doing damage, but they're staying alive. And they're playing very careful.
Moch knows they have about like a 2-minute advantage.
2 HP. Jungle Drums are on the way to the fight. 1 HP. A death right here is an equalizer. Back to 2.
They
Clearing out the ads.
worked back to Kalu.
2 HP. 1 HP.
Yeah, this is what would happen to Kara when we fought it. It would be good for the first like half an hour. Whoa, that wing save.
Oh god, this is so close. I think they're really close to killing him. 1 HP again. Oh my god, almost dead to the baller. Dead! We have a race!
We have a race.
There's no way this is happening. Holy shit. Oh my god. Jungle Drums are in the driver's seat. Now this can happen. This can happen to Rhino too. It's super dieable. It really is. We just saw it after a marathon fight. Locke just died.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. That's kind of what happens with Collector. It's definitely like, I think Collector is. Yeah.
What a race! I'm gonna crank up the Undertale
I think it would
music.
definitely. If they had picked up Nail 2 and after talking to Fluke Hermit, I think it would have been.
They might have won the Colo race had they done that, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, Rhino already taken 1 hit. They also have dive, so practically same equipment because Shade Summoners for Gore. 2 HP. This is going really bad for him though. Take a heal.
Yeah, I just even like I remember watching. I would watch Kara do this on low equipment, and she'd be doing so well on 5 health, and then just get to the end, and it's just so tiring. He just does not die.
Yeah, both teams are getting hit. Jungle Drum is definitely 1 HP already. This is not a good start compared to the fight Locke just had. This is really bad. Oh god.
God, I feel like I have to not mention the nail upgrade during the comms after because Moch is gonna like realize and gonna be like shit.
Okay, 2 HP. Jungle Drums are alive. I don't know who's done more damage. Jungle Drums have not had good damage. Take 2 heals. Good. Oh, this is going so badly for Rhino. Locke's fight has definitely looked cleaner.
It's hard to keep it up.
1 HP again, and no soul. I think this is gonna be a death. Smart dive.
Oh my god, I'm panicking. I just wish they could heal once.
Oh god, he almost fell on him. He just needs the stagger for the heal. Oh god.
Okay, nice.
Healed, but I honestly think that Locke might be ahead on this one. Holy shit. The anxiety. 3 heals, the greed. I love it.
Nice.
Back in the driver's seat. Okay, taking a hit immediately. Another one. Not great.
Yeah.
And Locke is getting
this is awful.
more damage, more staggers. Oh, God. Thing is, so much of Jungle Drum's soul has been going towards heals. And with barely any damage output, I mean... Oh, God. Yeah, exactly, Cyclone. This is one of the worst hand boards I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Don't forget the TE shade skip in the beginning. Oh god, there's so much clutter. 1 HP again. A stagger. Oh no!
No.
He tried to walk
And
through
right-
him while he was staggered. Oh god. And
Oh,
now
that's
Shade
so
Summoners
sad.
need to die again for Jungle Drums to be back in it.
Which Locke is playing this fight really safe.
Yep. I don't know. It's possible. We saw it before. It could happen again.
I have no idea how far they are into the fight.
Oh god. Jungle Drum's already at 2 HP and they're not even back to the fight. I
the
think
Nerfs are
Collector's dead! That's gonna be
Collector's dead.
G's. Shade Summoners are gonna win it. Oh my god, what a race.
Okay,
GG.
that was crazy. Oh, they're gonna, yeah, that's gonna be kind of heartbreaking. Because, like, both of them died, but yeah, I think that's like, it was so close for both of them.
Yeah, that was... Holy shit. Manda Panda 225, thank you for the follow. Holy shit. What a game, really.
That was a
I
crazy
mean,
game.
if you're gonna go out like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
This song name is 059 by Daedra. I'll put it in chat. That was so close. Neither team has any idea how
I will
close it
not
really
mention
was.
Nail 2. I will not mention Nail 2.
Yeah. It's never fun to join post game and be like, here's the thing you did wrong, you know?
This is what yeah. This would have made your life a whole lot easier.
Best match of the tournament? Yeah, definitely. LeBun, 2 gift subs, 1 to Math and 1 for Locke, who just
Oh,
and those will go towards the prize pool, another $5. Thank you so much.
that current prize pool is at 250.
252. A sub for both great teams was. Wait. Sorry, my mic did the thing where it changes it. Anyways, thank you for the 2 gift subs. I don't know if I already said that. My thing's being weird. If we're not gonna get post games here, I'm probably gonna leave. I have to go, unfortunately.
We might get it with Mocha and Locke. I think they're just, maybe they didn't see it.
Yeah,
We can just ping them.
I don't have a lot of time, unfortunately. I'm already
Okay,
like
that's
way
fair.
behind. But yeah, you can ping him real quick.
It's Shade Summers and Jungle Drum.
Wow, what a match! That was ridiculous. That was probably the most fun I've had casting one of these in
Yeah.
a tournament.
There's been some really good matches this tournament. I don't know if I could choose a favorite. But this was a pretty good match. Did I come back to, holy shit, what is this board?
Welcome
You're
in,
both
Shade
dying
Summoners.
Aye.
That
Thank you.
was closer than you thought it was.
No, we definitely thought it was fucking close.
How close was this exactly?
It was the matter of Jungle Drums living through the fight, which was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Both of you had no
that's to
equipment.
be expected.
They were ahead, but they
Yeah.
had far less equipment, unfortunately. And I think
Yeah.
Well, I don't
They
think
had
they
less.
remembered that
They
they
didn't
had
have less
race,
equipment, did they?
yeah, they had less
They
equipment.
They didn't have
Welcome in,
race.
Rhino, and
But I
the
don't think you guys
Tremin
remember
too.
if you had race either.
Holy shit! Real quick, what a match! This is probably my match of
Yeah.
the tournament. Absolutely insane. This we were talking about it earlier, and before we focus on brain stuff. Wow, this is a terrible board to be a hand.
It's-
Holy shit!
Yeah.
So bad.
Let me just pull it up real
It's
quick.
so bad.
Yeah, 0 equipment
There's
collector.
it's like every single possible early game goal, and then like 3 dream bosses. It's like, what do you do?
I mean, that's my kind of board. I actually hated that I got sniped on Soul Tyrant. so
You
bad.
got sniped on that?
It was not a
It
stop. They
close.
finished the
They
fight as you guys were kind of like
we
thinking
kinda
about
They were
going
started.
that
leagues
way.
ahead,
No,
unfortunately.
we were
They
in the
leagues. They were like
We
they
were-
finished the fight. They were like, yeah.
we had basically just gotten into the fight when
Yeah,
you got
but like
it.
I was still mad
Oh.
that I didn't get to kill Soul Tyrant,
That's
especially
fair.
because like I was
Alright.
kind of hyped up because I just did Lost Kin. I was like,
Okay.
oh, that was
Okay.
I did pretty
So
good.
I-
Oh yeah,
I-
you said
hold on.
need Soul Tyrant. Let's fucking go.
Okay, so
Uh,
first
well,
off,
when-
sorry, just before we like get into the whole train of everyone's talking, I don't have too much time for post game, so I'm gonna try and direct it a little bit. I have a couple questions I'll ask and comments. First off, how did people feel about the collector at the end and the Colo actually?
That
Um,
was brutal.
If I knew that he had a hurt box when he was staggered, I think we win this game.
Yes, that.
Wait, really?
I literally didn't know he had a hurt box when he was
What?
staggered, so I
He was
tried to
on
walk
1
him.
HP and just walked into collector.
Yep.
Yep. It was.
Yep.
The amount
I-
of times Collector has staggered into me weirdly because of like wraiths. It's like
I'm
Wraiths.
just-
That Wraiths, that spell you didn't use once?
Yeah, exactly. I actually forgot we had it.
Yeah.
Wait, we had wraiths. No,
We had
fucking-
Yep.
I'm
I know,
sorry.
I fight Collector via wraiths, and I didn't know I had it.
Damn it. I'm very sorry. That is
Oh, that's-
100% my
that,
fault.
We wouldn't have died the first time if I knew that. Fuck me.
Oh,
So
guys
did you
fought
guys
Collector a
try
second
to do
time?
Colo?
Damn.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
died
went
for
for it
Collector.
first too. We didn't get very far in,
Mhm.
but
The,
I was
the
like,
big thing is,
I went for Colo first too. What? That...
the big thing
Did you
is
get left
when.
before?
Sorry, let me go. When you went into Colo, Shade Summoners, you already had prepped Love Key. Jungle Drums did not have it. They were.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
makes
That's rough.
so much more sense.
That would make sense, yeah. I
And-
figured it was either that or...
Yeah, but like a collector fight is just such a marathon that in the time it took you to like get 75% of the way through the first fight and die, Jungle Drums were basically entering the fight.
Mm.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So we
We were
we had to
behind.
go from Colosseum down to Collector.
We did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were entering the fight when we died, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
A
mean,
death
and
from each
then-
of us.
A death from each, and we died as well. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I think if I was trolling less this game, I would have just gotten Shade Soul first, and then like gotten either of those goals in one try. But as
There's
like,
also the
I feel like we need to rush.
possibility
You were
of
also very-
nail 2 or even just nail 1.
yes,
Yeah.
I thought about getting nail 2. That's why I had you get the Geo in Sanctum.
Mhm.
Is because I was planning on maybe going to grab nail 2, and then I just forgot it.
All right.
You didn't
Yeah.
even get nail
Yeah.
one.
So
You
again,
got-
I don't
you-
have
We
too
didn't either.
much. I don't have too
No.
much time here, and we could sit here and talk
No.
about this whole game because there was a lot about it. But instead, I'm gonna ask for. Well, I guess we'll go Jungle Drums first. Unfortunately, this is the end of your tournament run. Do you guys have anything you want to say or any thoughts?
Yeah, I want to say huge thanks to Tremin for jumping in with me. I feel I'm disgusted with my play. I feel like I let him down pretty heavily when he called a great game. But yeah, I mean, thanks for playing. Huge congrats to Shade Summoners. What a game.
That was
Thank you.
best,
Thank you.
best of luck-
I
best of luck the
do
rest of the
have to
tournament.
interrupt you real quick to say you did not have disgusting play. Well, in one sense of the word, you most certainly did. You were flying through areas. This is not an easy board to hand. No one practices these things. Don't take it too hard right now. Tremin?
Well, I'll be eagerly watching the rest of the tournament as well. So,
Yeah.
I'm not going too far.
Mhm.
You guys are I mean, just based on seeding, the underdogs of the tournament so far, and I want to see you take it all the way. I feel like
Yeah.
that would be sick.
Thank you. Thank
Underdogs at rated
Thank you.
5th seed.
you. Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
We-
when there's 5 teams left, yeah.
yeah. Yeah. We're
That's
bottom.
what it is.
Fair.
Thank you for following over time. And Shade
Yeah, I mean-
Summoners, any
yeah,
thoughts
best of
going
luck.
into your next run or your next match?
This was I think this will be the highlight of our tournament run. I'm not gonna lie.
This might be the highlight of the tournament.
I don't disagree.
Yo,
This had both memes, good plays, terrible plays,
True.
things you would just never do in a colo, or not a colo, a bingy.
Yeah.
Visiting Salubra like 5 times, going to Basin like 3 times.
Yeah, that's pretty normal though in lockout because you want to get those goals like locked in, right? Lock.
Locked out.
Real quick,
Lock,
is anyone-
lock with.
is there a
Lock
team
with.
that is, or any streamer that is planning on staying live after this, or no?
Real quick, can I say something, OJ?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I had thought about this for a while. And I know we kind of talked about this off stream, but I wanted to say it on stream. I'm just a super big fan of Bingo. I love the tournament. I can't even imagine how much work you're putting into this tournament, and I want to contribute. So now that I'm out of the tournament, I am going to be donating $200 to the prize pool because I want to make sure the rest of the matches.
Shit.
I want to make sure everybody's giving it their all and trying really hard. So I will be putting $200 of my own money into the prize pool for the rest of the matches.
Holy
Yo.
shit.
Very nice. Of
Wow,
you.
thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very
Rhino.
much, Rhino.
That's so,
So,
fucking
so
insane.
everybody else who's playing, get your A game on.
Wow.
Good luck to everyone.
Wow.
Thank you.
And you guys
Thank you
do
so
do
much.
well. Don't beat yourself up. It was a really good match.
Yeah.
You did great.
It was a rough one.
I am shaking still.
I'm
that
not
was,
surprised.
That was hard to watch. I was so like stressed out for both of you all.
All right. So is anyone staying live or no?
Probably not. No.
Alright. Rhino?
Probably. At least it'll be better to rate someone else than me.
Yeah.
Rhino, you
I,
in
I
the
was
you
raid?
gonna
know
stay. I was
that.
gonna stay alive and do some bloom stuff. I don't know if
Perfect.
you
Then we're
want.
gonna raid into you.
Yeah, I'm also rating you.
I'm also gonna let you know that both of you ended Hornet 1 on 1 HP, so that's kind of
Oh,
yeah. I forgot about that.
We were on HP 1 HP a lot this game. Probably both of us.
Yeah.
All right.
I
thank
can't
you.
even count how many times I came like a fucking frame from dying. Pardon my language. But, like, oh my
oh
god.
yeah, definitely.
Thank you
Remember
all
that
for
collector
watching.
fight?
I will see you guys later this week. More Hollow Knight, more stuff. I have to go for now. Thank you all.
Have fun
Enjoy
with
Rhino's
Bloons.
stream.
Bye everyone.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm sorry. I had plans an hour ago. I'm a little late, so I'm gonna have to dip now. But thank you all for
Oh, I'm so
watching.
sorry. For
No,
my...
you're good. No, this was my misplanning.
was
I
a
will
good
see
one.
you all later. Great game.
Glad I
Yeah.
let you